Well, I guess we hear a word thrown around a lot in sporting circles saying, you know, superhero and everything else, and someone kicks 10 goals in a game of football and they're a superhero. Betty's kicked 100 goals.
Betty Williams, well, there's so much I can say about Betty. I've known her for, well, I've been doing this for 18 years and I've known her right from the beginning. She's one of those ladies that's just always there doing things. It doesn't matter what she was called on to do, Betty could always do something. I think the main thing about Betty is that she is the most wonderful listener. She's a lady who doesn't blow her own trumpet. She's never there to talk about me. It's never about that. If anything, she holds herself back about her achievements.
So Betty Williams has been a volunteer for us for 30 years. We've just celebrated her 30th anniversary of her presence here at Palliative Care South East. She has provided an exceptional level of support as a volunteer over that time. She's a highly engaging individual. She's a beautiful human being who has her presence provides an ability for you to feel welcoming and at ease. She has provided bereavement support and carer support and fundraising activities for palliative care throughout that time, and she continues to do so to this day.
Morally, Betty is someone that she can say something, and virtually that something little that she said can be big in your head. And that, I think, is a big support. Like, for example, you talk about loneliness, especially when all these things happening to you. It's true, the loneliness things, it's getting almost impossible. But Betty is always finding a word just to put you back on your feet. You know what I mean? I don't know, she's really genuine.
I don't know, I just think each person plays their part in palliative care. And I know the day that I finish, I'll probably be a blubbering mess. And I'll have to say, well, let me be the tea lady or let me be something. That's all I could say. It's just enriches your life. I have learned so much from the people themselves than all the courses that we did, because they tell you what it's like.
Her favourite area is the bereavement support group, which she is so passionate about. You want to hear her talking about that. She just loves it so much. She's there for people to talk to. They love talking to her because, as I said, she's a great listener.
I look forward to the calls that I give the clients in between our lunches to hear how things have been progressing for them. And on the day of our lunches, I really enjoy seeing them and listening to them telling each other how it's been for them over the past month. By the end of their time there, they have achieved and learnt so much from one another. Yeah. I'm never cease to be amazed of how they come in and you know, they could be, oh, why have I come, or whatever, or say nothing. But so many of those people who have come to that, what they've achieved at the end of 12 months, they never thought they would achieve at the start. I think it's enabled them to take steps forward, which they didn't think they'd ever be able to do.
And Betty took that patient after the lunch, and we were sitting down outside on the parking, and she kept talking until the cab comes. This kind of person. She's willing to help, she's willing to get involved.
When I commenced, for example, in my role as CEO, she told me all about the volunteer program and the experience, and was able to give the whole history of where the service had evolved and what had occurred. She provides bereavement support to a number of individuals at any given time. She's also been actively involved in promoting in the community, discussions around palliative care, and she's actively involved in many of the different groups and then different programs throughout Palliative Care South East.
The fact that she's one of our most senior volunteers. She's had so many years of experience, and it's just wonderful to see her when new members join, you know, who know nothing about the organisation, and she just sits quietly with them and perhaps gives them a few hints on things that she's done and encourages them and tells them how things work. And the forums that we've had where we've been able to talk about things, you know, problems that any of us might have had in our volunteering, she's just always there with really sage, wise advice that she's picked up over the years.
As a volunteer, I found I could always ring her if I wasn't sure about something, or the client, just to see what she thought of that. And she'd always ring me too to see if everything was fine with my volunteering. Yeah, she's just always there. You know, if somebody needs Betty, Betty's always there.
It's amazing to think that Betty's going to be 90 next year, which really is an achievement. And to think that she still wants to be doing this with the same passion, and she's not talking at any point of retiring.
Never a complaint. Always praise for Betty, both within our organisation and from the clients, and the patients and their families. Just very loyal, very faithful, very gentle with people, but also very understanding of their needs, both living and bereavement.